Look, guys, we were supposed to have a final discussion here, but I think looking in your faces and in ours as well,
No.
I think these were four. I think we had four really incredible, highly informative, but also very exhaustive days. So I think we better skip the final discussion here, because also over the last couple of days we had many discussions after each individual paper, at the end of each session, and so what else shall we discuss now? This is also the next question. I mean, we had been hearing so many new stories here, so many new results of scientific research, archaeological research, but also to some extent linguistic research. And it opens, at least for me, it opens up new horizons of data that needs to be processed, of methods, and also of explanations of the events that transformed Europe in the 3rd millennium BC. I'm grateful that Martin Vorholt gave us at the beginning of this morning a recap of what happened in Riva, because this was the intention from us from the very beginnings. These are not two conferences. This is one conference with two parts, and the first part, due to special circumstances, had to be done in Riva in last October. And Franco, you did the absolute great job, not only organizing the Riva 2 conference, but 25 years before, a quarter of a century before, the first Belpica conference in Riva. So in this respect, we also had a link with the past of the 20th century, and now having a follow-up conference on Belpicas 25 centuries later in the 21st century with new methods, new results, new perspectives that were incredible to reminiscent what had happened in the 20th century. We wouldn't have that possibilities that we have now. And again, the second part now here in Budapest, these are two parts of a single story of the transformation of Europe in the 3rd millennium BC. And in the meanwhile, thanks Gabi for putting this up. We would like to invite you, particularly the speakers of the last 4 days, but also those who have submitted posters to publish with us proceedings of this conference. Because, again, we think that both parts will become a milestone also in terms of understanding 3rd millennium BC archaeology, a milestone also in terms of documentations and ideas to be published with us. And again, we then look forward for another 25 years, maybe, when another initiative will come up and supersedes then what we as a group of scholars produce here in the 3rd decade of the 21st century. And with that, Gabi, if you move on, this is what we have in mind in terms of the publication. So with the ERC Impact Project, and out of the dilemma that we had with COVID, we started to produce books. We are glad to say that in the meanwhile, we have 4 monographs being created. These are their covers and their backsides. We have 2 more to be produced right now in this year. They will come out in this year, one being made by Piotr, the other by Bianca over there. And in the same series, we would like to have also published the proceedings, and also it's a series here in connection with Archeolingua. Of course, again, another Budapest link for which we are very grateful, and so we assume that that the 2 volumes that we want to produce for the transformation of Europe, one dedicated to Riva, the other dedicated to Budapest here, will be in a. Can you go back again? Shall be in the same format as we did.
Please don't escape. No?
Should be in the same format as we produced here the Yamana Interactions proceedings of a conference we had in Helsinki some 5 years ago. We have already sent out the call for contributions for the Riva conference, and with that I hand briefly over to Franco here.
And now the next one.
It was the end of July?
It was for
July?
decision.
Is it wrong?
June, the second.
There's a mistake. There's a mistake. This is the first and this is the second deadline for Riva. The first was the end of June. So feel free to send at the end of June because, maybe we will give a second deadline, but, we want to publish very, very quickly because, this kind of evolution of research and disciplines is so quick that we cannot think on the next conference on the third millennium BC in 25 years, but maybe in 2 years, 3 years, maybe less, because the research is going on. And I think that the most important thing I've seen in Riva and here is this method of interdisciplinarity and transdisciplinarity. Roland Barthes said that interdisciplinarity is not to watch an object from different disciplines. Interdisciplinarity, the object being a new object, an unknown object for every discipline. So be aware, we have to be aware that we are talking about new methods, new challenges, and we have to be prepared about this because from my point of view, I have to think that what I do not understand is not a stupid thing. I have to go on and try to understand the different opinions. And that's why I think that we have to be very fast in publishing the results of the two conferences. And please, from my side, of course, send the papers because it will be a new milestone, I think, I hope, together with the publication of the Budapest proceedings. Thank you.
Also, Gabi, final slide here, please.
Yes. And the Budapest deadline, please.
Yeah, Budapest deadline, again, as Franco said, we want to do it as fast as possible because, again, research is moving on, new science is moving on, and we are living nowadays in a very fast changing archaeological environment, also with transformation nowadays. So our intention is to have to ask you for the contributions by the end of November. And if you are then not, by that time, not having reacted, you will get another email from us. And so we try to pester you a little bit into, into submitting in this respect. Also, what is important, we don't want to produce huge volumes. So also the frame of the Yamnaya interaction was about 550 pages, and having so many contributions for each conference means that we will set up limits in terms of words for submission. So for full presentations, 5,000 words. For poster presentations, 3,000 words, but with a big number of adjacent figures to be included. So, and we will send out emails to you in the next couple of days and weeks, and we will forward you the details, and we will ask you to contribute. So this is our last wish for these two transformation conferences that we had in Riva and here. And before saying finally goodbye, I have another issue to
and me too.
To mention.
Give me.
Hang on. It's my.
Oh.
It's actually two.
Hungarian wine?
Yep.
Yeah, really.
Gabi.
Gabi?
This all would not have been possible without you. I mean, we had been acting as a team together in Riva and now here, but without your wonderful organization here in Budapest, I don't think any one of us would have had the same experience as we had in the last 4 days. I cannot be grateful enough. And I know that you like occasionally a nice dry Hungarian wine. I know you like Furmint from Tokaj, but only the dry ones. So I went out this morning into a supermarket, but then they haven't had real big bottles, so I bought 2 small ones instead. Gabi, that's for you. And that's also
Thank you very much.
For you.
And I would like to say thank you very much first for the speakers, for the very exciting papers, and for the poster guys, for the posters, and for the audience here and on the stream, and for my colleagues who are at the background and help us in several issues in these nice days. So, and finally, I have a special gift and special thanks for my co-organizers. So I have a special gift, a cube, invented by Ernő Rubik, a very creative Hungarian man. So in my mind, very good connection to the transformation process. So please figure out the transformation in the 3rd, 4th, 5th millennium BC. So it is a very, very, very good thing. So thank you very much for all of you, and to Volker and to Franco as well. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Gabi. And I think with that, that's the end of our 4 days now. Wish you all the best. Have safe travels home from wherever you came from. And as I said, we will stay in touch by emailing in the next couple of days and weeks. And maybe there's another chance in the near future to meet again and to have another nice meeting with colleagues and friends. Thank you.